Ah yes. Christmas. The holiday of capitalism. Thank God my family is poor AF and can't afford any presents. Wonderful. Me not sad at all. Also, who needs friends? I certainly don't. Are my parents at home? The sound of love. Well, time to go to sleep. Shit, I am lonely. I want a friend.
Ah fuck, I dropped my box.
The next day.
Yo WTF. Loafing Jake in a box. I'm just gonna. Well, that sucked. Wait, hold up, TF just happened. Holy fuck, why is there a clown in my room? Makes sense. Also, I gotta do work now. Yo mom, I got a clown friend now and he is so much cooler than you.
TF you saying you lil shit. Show me that bitch.
Lol K. See mother, he is lit AF.
No one here.
Wait, what?
You lied to me, you lil shit.
But.
No food for you.
Oh shoot. TF, have you been slut? Why not? Okay, whatever, let's play.
Many months later.
Do what you want, cause the pirate is free. Holy fuck. The enemy is here.
PLS, I am just a cat, leave me alone, I have children.
Kill it. Ha 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 ha. OMG ROFL, that's so fun. I DK it over the fence or whatever.
Later.
Shit, my mom, no, just the corpse on the fence. Also, I blamed it on you. But she didn't believe me anyway. IGTG to boarding school. And you can come with me. Because you can't. Now go back into your box. Go back. Into the box.
Three weeks later. 6 months later. 1 eternity later.
Yo, I'm back and adult, and my parents kinda died off screen, so I own this place now. If only I had a friend to share this place with. But I am alone. Time to get wasted. Fuck yeah, I'm wasted.
Hee hee.
Let's fuck.
No.
Bitch. Then die. Well, I gotta do STHG with Dark Corpse.
3 days later.
Perfect. Also, spoop level increase. Now. Omiwa Mou Shindiru.
Nanny.
Four to 6 weeks later.
Daffug. Oh, look at this. Heart still broken. Jesus fuck. I kinda forgot you existed, TBH. Sorry. Wait, what?